Jay, John, Sam and Tess. And the rules of this one, come on up guys. Okay. So, the goal of this one is we're going to get them to do a two-person scene. The two people in the middle will play two characters, and at any given point will sound. And that means that the two people on the edges swap with the two in the middle. So they switch with the two in the middle, and these two players pick up exactly where the other two, where the characters had left off, okay? So that's the first one. If you hear the bell, the two in the middle swap round, and those characters remain the same, the players are different. Okay, so that's the goal of this game. It's a high energy game. You need to start with a suggestion of a location or a relationship where two people may be finding themselves in. So is there any audience suggestions?
Kissing cousins.
Kissing cousins? And where might they be? Where might they be?
Oh,
Do we have a suggestion?
there was one somewhere.
Sainsbury's.
Oh, kissing cousins. Okay, so we have you gargled? Kissing cousins in Sainsbury's, starting from now.
So you're reaching for that whole fat milk?
Do you want some?
I heard it tastes really nice.
And really healthy as well. For babies, mostly.
I really would like to have some babies. Like right now. Dave, not in Sainsbury's.
I mean, we could, if you really...
Why
Oh, no, that was a salami that I picked up.
A salami?
This is a little bit awkward.
Well, Deborah, I didn't think I'd run into you in Sainsbury's.
I saw you come in. I thought it would be nice if we bumped into each other.
No, just as we do.
Speaking of which, are you going to the reunion, or, it crossed my mind. It crossed my mind. Do you know if Danny's gonna be there?
I really hope not. Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen her in years, but I hear she's looking quite good now. She drinks semi-skimmed.
I mean, I'm lactose, so it's okay with me these days.
I can look past that. It's fine.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, if I drink milk.
Just shit everywhere.
Wow, that's a very vivid image. Yeah, oh my god. I can't believe you bring that up right now, especially.
Especially since... Since what?
Tell me.
Well, it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, last time we met, you know, we were having ice cream and.
And you know what happened?
Yeah.
It wasn't.
It wasn't what? What? It's just the memory is just bringing it all back. The smell.
Yeah, there was a smell. The
Taste. I mean, of ice cream. It just gets me going again.
Oh, don't do that.
I mean, I was going to ask you to, go to Jerry's wedding, but
Jerry? You mean Ben as well?
that might be there, so what?
You mean Ben and Jerry's wedding?
No.
Yay! Thank you. Very good. Okay, so this next one is called natural selection, and for this we've got the other players, so Caitlin, Alex, Weiju, and Patrick. And this one is a story being told in chapters, and actually we're not going to have a story. What we're going to have is one of our really deep, meaningful questions that we wanted science to answer. So we're going to have the beginning of essentially a TED talk, but it's going to be presented in one single voice by all four of our players.
Right.
And what will happen is that as we go through, the finger of fate will be pointing at the person who is going to be speaking. That finger will start to move incredibly quickly, and if there's any uncertainty in the transition between the two speakers, then we all know what we have to do. After 3, 1, 2, 3, Heisenberg! Okay, and the last one standing is the winner. Okay, so the TED talk you're going to be presenting on is how much wood will a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Great question.
Starting with...
Wood is a very scarce natural resource that we all have to share, and of utmost importance.
Utmost importance, we need to use it carefully. So we're going to make sure that we use
lots of wood with everything we use.
There is just not
enough wood going around. So you got
to get the woodchucks to chop it down for you, and then
They'll chop it down good, I don't suppose.
Oh, and so good they would be. Yes.
Okay, okay, time out. We had a few little drops here, so it's going to be a seamless, syllable perfect word switch. So if you detect any uncertainty, okay, so let's resume with Patrick.
Brian then goes and cuts the wood down, and then he takes it to his
mother, at which point she tells
that the wood isn't too rotten. It's got
Many little holes in it, which is not great.
not great at all.
he knows that he can do better.
so he has to go up to the mountain.
And get some big wood.
with some.
Okay, get up, Patrick. Right, so down to 3, okay. We're going to speed this one up a bit, and we're up to the second part of the answer, beginning with Caitlin.
But the mountain doesn't have an endless supply of wood.
So you have to get the woodchucks to build their nests
Of wood. So that they...
into the trees of wood.
Wood.
The woodchuck is really the essential part of
To the poo of the trees, which
is empty because there's not any wood because the woodchucks are taking
and
it.
there's then no more oxygen on the earth.
And we come back always to the chucking of the wood.
And how much wood can a woodchuck chuck for a woodchuck?
It should
I think you've gone way too. Okay. We're going to add a little quirk to this one. You won't be able to use any words with the letter S. We will resume our lecture starting from now.
How much wood?
Can a woodchuck chuck if a
Woodchuck could chuck wood.
much good wood and bad?
And one of you will be presenting a 3-slide slideshow, but because we don't have the equipment, the slides will be produced courtesy of the other players. You won't know what they're doing, whoever's presenting. You have to justify what you see from the montage behind you, okay? So we begin with, who is the presenter of our...
I'll do it.
What's your name, sir, eminent scientist?
My name is Dr. McWilliam.
Dr. McWilliam.
Dr. McWilliam. The burning question that I would like science to answer is, how can we meaningfully compare human and animal intelligence or emotions? Well, how can you compare humans to animals is a very deep question, because some animals are closer related to humans and some humans are closer related to animals. As you probably know, the hairier among us are like the apes, and the skinnier rat-like ones are closer to rats. So my opening slide illustrates this quite clearly. So as you can see here, we have a human rat, which looks a little bit like a rat, but is actually human. Now, as you can see, natural selection comes here. Cats like rats, so they start to eat that. Now, this is a man who doesn't like anything. He holds weapons. He holds guns. And as you can tell, this is a slide from my latest party. I'll talk about that later with some of you. So, as we go back to what we were talking about. Animals versus humans. Well, some animals, the dolphin, for example, is supposed to be one of the most intelligent animals. Mammals, if you call it, in the sea. But is it as intelligent as a blue whale? Who knows? Well, as my next slide dictates, well, as you can see, the blue whales worship the dolphin. As you can see, this is the spout of water shooting out of a whale. Here the cat is worshipping the dolphin, as always. Now, the blue whale, if it was in human form, would be as strong as this beast would be. And as you can see, the bicep and tricep muscle, the tricep here, with the tricep and the bicep, is many, many tasty items for the animals. So, next slide. So, what is an animal and what is a human? Are humans animals? I don't know. I mean, what would you decide, audience? Are humans animals?
Yeah.
I think, well, this slide is going to prove to you that humans are indeed animals. I'm sorry, that was from a party last night. But the next slide proves that humans are indeed animals. Well, as you can see, so humans have legs. So do animals. That's great. And as you can see, it's the weakest point. If you want to take an animal, you take it by the legs, string it up, and it's weak. So you can take it and eat it. Now, this is a classic. You've heard of a turkey, which is a chicken inside a turkey. Well, this is a whale stuffed with a dolphin, stuffed with a gorilla. Now, that is a Godolphin, which is a lovely thing. Now in my final slide, it will sum up our main talk of human intelligence versus animal emotions, and how humans have an intellectual relationship with the animals that they breed. And as you can see, fuck knows what you can see. As you can see, the cat, the loveliest, the proudest, the posiest of all animals is in the centre. And you can see a human likes to look after it by doing shit to it. And again, this one just likes eating. This one likes eating. And as you can see, the human is looking into the distance to see where its next prey is. It's got the legs of one animal, and it's looking for another one because it has a free arm. And that is how humans and animals are related intellectually and emotionally. Thank you very much.
Okay, our next game is called Boyle's Law. It involves pressure of gases, and for this game we want Weiju, John, and Patrick, and I forget Caitlin. Okay, so come up to the stage. So this is actually an elimination game. We're having 2 rounds of 2, and the object of the game does involve balloons. So I thought I'd do a lucky dip. So Patrick, would you like to just lucky dip your weapon?
This one?
Yeah, I think that's not performance-enhancing drugs there, John.
This is just cocaine.
Okay, so we start off with a 2-person scene. So we'll have John and Patrick up first. And the object of the game is that the two-person scene continues whilst someone is talking. The other player may blow up their balloon. And as soon as the dialogue finishes, the blowing switches to the other player. If anybody is blowing when they shouldn't be, we need a Heisenberg. Okay, if two people are blowing and there's no one talking, we need a Heisenberg, and that results in a little bit of air being let out of the balloon, and then the action resuming. The first person to burst their balloon wins the elimination round, and then comes back for the final. Okay, got that?
Beware of
Loud bags.
yes.
Beware of loud back. Well, I should have said that on the ticket, shouldn't I? I'll remember that for next time. Okay, so what we need is, as before, we need a suggestion for a relationship between these two characters and where they may be found. So,
Student and teacher.
student and teacher, and where might we find them? School. Somebody who's not in the zone.
The graveyard.
Okay, and remember, watch out for those Heisenbergs. Are you ready? And you did. So I should toss a coin.
I'll start.
You'll start. Wait.
That costs $2.99 from China.
What China are you ordering from?
And
eBay China.
action.
Sir, why are you here?
I'm here to look after you.
I'm fine.
Are you sure? I mean, it's 11 o'clock at night.
I just come to see these.
How you doing, good? He's got no hair and he's got a...
It's your grandmother. What are you doing at 11 o'clock at night?
Just come on, Jesus. Just come to say goodbye to her.
Yeah, but you saw her this morning.
I love her still.
Yes, I know you love her, but come on. I mean, this is crazy.
Did you never have a Did you never have a grandmother?
I didn't have a grandmother, that's right. Yes, and she was very close to me.
Okay. Now next two contenders, please.
How's your heart?
Okay. So, relationship. These relationship between these two, please. Rachel.
Dog.
A vet and dog. I'm not making any assumptions. And where may we find them?
Cinema.
In the cinema.
Yes. You have a second. Sorry.
Are you ready? Action.
Why don't you mean a poo?
That's an arrow.
This got very confusing very fast. Now I understand you're a talking dog, but you gotta give me something here.
We have to see this film.
Do we have to what?
See this film.
Oh, absolutely. You need to learn what it is to...
You acted too well there, Caitlin. Okay, down to the final showdown. Okay. Okay, and we will have Queensbury rules on this one. I'll toss the coin, but while we do that, we have a relationship between these two, please.
Mistress the butler.
Mistress and the butler. And where will we find them? In the pantry. And where's your heads or tails?
Tails.
It is tails. You decide whether you how you start.
I will speak first.
Okay. And action.
Jarvis, get me out of here!
What's going on there, madam?
Get me out of here!
What's wrong?
Andrew will find me.
But it's okay.
No, it's not. He'll kill me.
But it's okay. Don't worry. Would you like a brandy?
I can't stay here.
Well, you can leave. I'm not keeping you hostage.
You're not, but Andy will.
But that's weird.
He will kill me.
Look, I'm here to help you. Don't worry.
But come back! I need your help.
I can't hear you. What?
Get me a brandy.
I'll get you.
scene for 60 seconds involving all 4 players. Okay? The scene will go for 60 seconds. And then at the end of that, the person who you think was the hardest working player is out of the scene. And we restart and replay the scene with 1 less player with 10 less seconds. And we do that again until we're down to 1 player, 30 seconds to do the whole scene and all parts. That's the idea, okay? So their job is to be as can't think now. As
energetic.
As essential as they can be, so that you vote them out. Because if they, the idea is if they are the person that the scene falls apart without, you vote them out. Okay, so you can mess with them. Okay, so we like so you start off at the side, guys. And we like a location where 4 people might be found doing various things.
The hospital waiting room.
A hospital waiting room, okay. And I will just start the timer. And away we go.
Mr. Jenkins, are you here?
Yes, I'm here!
Oh, Mr. Jenkins, I'm afraid you're 3rd in line.
Oh, God.
Is Miss Collins here?
Yes!
Miss Collins, great to see you. What are you waiting for today?
I have terrible anxiety.
Oh,
Oh,
Miss-
dear.
Miss Collins, she was next on my list. Hi, I'm the doctor.
Dr.
Right this
Derek
way.
will take care of you.
What seems to be the problem?
My lung is falling out.
Mr. Jenkins, I'm afraid you'll have to wait your turn.
I feel like I'm never going to be helped.
Oh, you know what? It turns out this is just your elbow. It's supposed to bend, so you're good.
Mr. Jenkins, I am a training pediatrician, so I can help you.
Push it back in.
Yes,
Push
I
it
will
back
just
in.
grab this.
Miss, I need
Push it
help.
back in.
Is someone else a doctor? Anyone at all? No?
Miss,
Awesome!
this is the NHS.
Wow, okay, so we need now to work out who was the most indispensable, that's the word I was looking for, in this scene. Can I have it for Jay? Applause, please. For Alex. Tess. And Caitlin. Tess. Okay, so the same scene, the same characters in 50 seconds with just the 3 players, and we will start now.
Miss
Mr.
Cooper.
Jenkins! Mr. Jenkins! Oh. Mr. Jenkins! Yes!
I'm a doctor. Are you okay?
Oh, my lung is falling out!
Wait, there's more people in line.
Oh, God!
Oh my God!
Oh,
Anxiety!
you're first, Miss Jenkins.
Thank God!
Yes, it seems to be that.
Hello.
This is just
You're
an
right
elbow.
elbow.
Oh, pardon me. I must.
There's a lung on the floor!
Oh, I'll help you!
Is anyone a doctor? Anyone at all? That didn't happen last time, but I thank you for your help.
It's the NHS. We don't have a lot of help here.
Just push it back in! Push it back in! My
Yeah, it's it. Everything seemed to calm down.
Okay.
Making me stressed a little bit.
Yeah.
Wasn't that what I thought it was?
It's funny how it gets faster, the new bits come in. Anyway, Caitlin. Alex. Jay. Okay, so hospital waiting room. Hospital waiting room, 40 seconds.
Mr. Jenkins! Mr. Jenkins! Yeah, that's me! My God!
Mrs. Collingsworth!
Yeah, I can fix that for you. Let's have a look at that. Oh yes, good.
Mrs.
Yeah, you're third in line. My God.
My lung!
Oh, push it back in. My God, is there a doctor in the house? Any of you a doctor?
Something
No?
about my arm!
Push it back in. Push it back in. Hammerhead.
Caitlin. Alex. Okay. The multi-talented Caitlin. 30 seconds hospital waiting room starting now.
No, it's somebody's waiting. There's a guy waiting. Oh, that's me. I am. My leg is out on the floor. No, that's me. I have anxiety. Oh, I'm a doctor. Hold it. One second. I'm a doctor. I'll help you. Oh, there's an elbow. It works. I have anxiety. No. Something on the floor is happening more. At some point, I jumped up here and asked if there was a doctor.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you and welcome to all your questions answered tonight. And on tonight's questions, we have the deep questions of the universe, indeed. And our expert of the evening, Professor Einstein Volumfolo. Our resident expert in everything. So, can you tell me, Professor Volumfolo, when is it acceptable to call mad someone with access to nuclear weapons?
I think it would have to
B.
Trump
That
is
why
we
must
kill
him
twice.
tomorrow.
will
He
Go
to
hell
then
maybe
his
wig
might
fall.
off.
Thank you very much, Professor Volumfolo. Very wise words indeed. Can we build a real Jurassic Park?
Why?
Not.
Moving on. This is a very philosophical question. What is the beginning of matter?
It
Is
the
possibility
that
people should
no
what
it
is
I see. I think yes. I get that. I think I get that. And to end the night, a question I think that combines both science and religion. Can you tell us, sir, Brussels sprouts, are they really the devil's food?
you
cook
it
with
sugar
and
spice
you
will
get
a
gravy
that
will
jump
into
a
belly
that
hopefully
will
kill
everyone.
Well, Professor Volumfolo, thank you very much.
Some of you may have seen this before. I have here the periodic table. And the goal of this game is that the players are restricted to beginning their lines with the letters that appear on this sheet. So, for example, first word must be H, the first two words must begin H and E. So, opportunities for uncertainty spotting here. As soon as somebody fluffs, the two players come down and are replaced by two others. And I'll be the glamorous assistant in the corner doing the letters. But to start this, we need first a location where 6 people could be mingling independently of each other.
swimming pool.
Swimming pool. So we have a swimming pool, mingling in the swimming pool. And I would like an atomic number between 1 and 118.
12.
Okay, so we are going to start with atomic number 12.
carbon.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, so can we have our first two players out? And action!
Mike, get in the pool.
All right, Leonard.
Swim, idiot.
Please don't shout at me.
Surely you must know how to do this yet.
Can't listen to you anymore. Just stop shouting at me. I don't want to die.
Did you see him? Don't you? Oh.
No, I go off well.
Oh.
All right, Ryan. Kevin, look, breaststroke is really easy. It's just like a frog.
Can't align my hands.
So? Can't you align your feet instead? Your hands will follow.
Towards indigo.
Violet! You know your rainbow. Well done, you get a rainbow swimming badge.
Can't write with this.
My man is drowning in the pool.
Forget about it. Forget
Colin, over there.
No, I don't want to swim.
Can't understand you, little boy. Get over here.
Yeah? Zoos now, not swimming now.
God almighty, you're a little shit, aren't you? Get in there.
Get everybody out first. I want to swim alone.
Ah, you shitty little fucker! I'm want him in there, and I'm going to see you swim, and you're going to swim the best because you're my son!
Sir, everything you said, I found a bit aggressive.
Well, Raymond Mikhail, get in the pool.
Kevin Raymond McCall.
Alex and John represent two advanced pieces of artificial intelligence and cybernetics. Unfortunately, we ran out of budget for their motor systems. So we're going to need a couple of willing helpers from the audience to help pose our cyborgs while they interact. In a day-to-day life. The person who voted you in, perhaps.
It's like being picked last for games.
Okay. Now, so how this works is basically these two cyborgs will be having a conversation with each other, and you pose them in various ways. If you want them to walk, just sort of tap behind the leg to get their motor systems working, to move their limbs and so on. Okay, and try to do some very powerful emotional poses as well. You know, sort of like standing and looking mournfully into the distance or whatever, that kind of thing. Right, so we need a scenario for our two cyborgs to be in. So can we have a suggestion, please?
The end of the world.
It's the end of the world, and where may they be?
On a farm.
On a farm.
Yeah.
Have you got your phone in your pocket?
Action.
Jennifer, I can't look at you anymore.
I don't understand what's going on, Trevor.
Neither can I. Oh God, look at it. Oh my God. Look, I know. I'm so hungry. We haven't. Jennifer, I've got something to tell you.
What?
If you look to our left, but you're right. If you see, there is a horde of little zombies coming from there.
Good God!
Not there, there! There! in my back pocket. That's where I put it. I'm not going to get it out though, am I? I'm not going to get it out.
I've got this dagger.
Do you know what? This is how a backhand shotgun works.
Oh my God! You're doing so well, Trevor.
I know. Back me up. I'm going to run over there.
Okay.
I'm going to run over there.
Okay, where are you running to, Trevor?
I'm going to show you where I'm running.
Okay.
I'm going to show you. I'm going to run over there.
Okay.
I'm going to run.
Okay.
I'm going to run. I'm going to run with my legs.
Trevor!
With my legs.
Trevor! Are they getting closer?
With both my legs.
I've got a dagger in the other hand
Both my legs are going to run. I'm not going to tickle my legs. I'm going to run like I'm going to tackle.
You're going so fast I can't even see you!
Speed of sound, speed of light, it's the same thing.
Oh my God!
Oh
my God! I'm going somewhere! I've got to go! Oh my God!
Jennifer,
I hope he doesn't bend me over!
Jennifer, I can't see you anymore.
What?
I can't see it. Oh my God.
I thought you were breaking up with me there, Trevor!
This
Ah, my knife!
Ow!
I'm so sorry!
I think the experiment's going wrong. I'm kind of outside in looking at the interaction. If I think something's going wrong, I'm going to sound the hooter, which means whatever choice they just made, whether it was a physical choice or a turn of phrase, I want them to redo it. And I may have them redo it a few times until I'm happy. So that's the idea of this one. So we need, again, a scenario for our two players, a relationship and a location, please.
Job interview.
A job interview, and anything other than just hiring manager and candidates, any little twist or secret perhaps?
They're exes.
They're exes. They are exes. Okay, and away we go.
Alright, so here's my resume.
Great. So why is it you chose this job? You know we are an anti-vegan firm.
Yeah,
It says
I'm aware.
on your resume.
Yeah, look at it. Yeah,
meat
you don't know
eater. Yeah.
Yeah. You know it.
It says on your resume strictly vegetarian. I'm questionable.
Yeah, actually, about 6 months back, you wouldn't remember because
Six.
you probably would remember because you were watching me even though I was on a date
Yeah,
with
you
someone
know it.
else. And yeah, I decided red meat's probably not the best thing for me. I decided red meat gives me the runs. I decided red meat hurts my teeth, so I stopped
Right,
eating
okay,
it.
right.
Yeah.
So that's red meat. I mean, how do you feel about like do you hate the white meats?
Yeah, because no, Rachel, I don't hate everything. Look, are you gonna be my direct supervisor?
Is it because I'm a piece of white meat and you destroyed me? Is it because I am a piece of pink colored meat and you left me by the wayside to rot and destroy and moved on to Clarissa?
It's not because of that. It is because But that doesn't mean I won't be committed to this job. That means that I'm gonna do this job kind of half-assed. If you hire me though, you'll get no whistleblowing, okay? I don't hear shit, I don't see shit, I will just pass the buck. I will just read diligently, and then I will just eat every day. I don't know if I want to work here.
I mean, Dave, last time we spoke, it was like 3 years ago, and it was because my mother-in-law kind of yelled at you. I mean, I'm not like, making excuses for her. It's just
Look, my mom didn't like you. Look, my mom loved you. Look, my mom was sort of ambivalent about it. The reason is you didn't eat her brisket. You didn't eat her coleslaw. You didn't eat the carpet, and you were supposed to eat the carpet. When you go into the household of a Mormon, you always eat
I'm
it.
sorry, that was one time in high school. I'm not going to... I mean, okay, I eat the carpet all the time, but that's not the point here. I'm hiring you for a professional job, and you have no credentials.
Okay, speaking of professional job credentials, you didn't even offer me a seat. Are we just gonna? You didn't even offer me a glass of water. My throat's fine. You didn't even offer me the job yet. Are you gonna? You didn't even offer me a handshake. Hello, how petty are you bitch?
And this one, at any given time, one of the players must be standing, one must be sitting, and the other must be lying down. And if there's any movement, then the others have to adjust accordingly. Any uncertainty, Heisenberg. Okay, so we need a scenario for 3 people to find themselves in.
Poker play.
What, sorry?
Poker play.
It's a
Ooh.
poker game, yeah? We're going to have a poker game. And let's see some action.
Thanks.
Would you like?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh,
I meant.
it's okay, sir. You don't have to get this angry at the cards.
I've got a 2 and a 4. Is that good?
Sir, you have to be sitting at the table. to
Oh,
play.
sorry. I'll sit at
I'm
the table.
sorry. Okay, it's all. I just checked. There's no misgivings under the table. Oh yes, no one is cheating. It's okay.
Have you got what? Have you got a 2 and a 4?
I've got Uno cards.
Do you have that wild black one? That's annoying.
Yeah.
Sir, are you
fuck, I need to-
Scottish? I can see quite a bit from down here.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'll tighten that up.
No,
Okay.
it's okay.
There you go.
Pass my paper. It is. Oh. Pass my paper.
Yeah. So,
Do I put the chip in now or?
well, you can put it in whenever you like.
No cheating. I am okay. I have not had much to drink today.
How much have you had to drink?
Oh no, nothing. I mean, just the usual amounts. Swap the vodka for water.
Where are you from?
I'm a southern belle. I deal your cards now, sir.
Ooh! Oh no, I've got a rubbish hand.
Oh, what a shame.
Rummy! No gin!
Sir, we are playing blackjack. I think you have not the name of the game right.
Blackjack, that's the one with that's the one.
Oh,
That's the
no.
one where you go in.
I found a card. An ace. Who is cheating?
Oh, that's me.
Who is cheating? Cheating!
I'm very sorry. Basically, I'm in with Rush. Oh my god, are you okay?
Yes, I'm
Are you
fine.
okay?
Are you having
I'm fine.
Oh, I feel understand! Oh!
Is she okay? Is she okay?
I am not fainting! I am fainting on the floor! I am okay! Oh my God!
Hey, thank you.
Science.
So this is the meat of the show, which is our science communicator, followed by a improvised sketches based off the content of what we hear. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Peta Foster. Peta, would you like to come on up? Very quick bio from Peta is that she's recently moved from working with high-power lasers to researching fusion energy in a commercial setting. What we are about to hear, as a troupe, we have never heard before. All we knew is that Peta is involved in lasers and a bit of nuclear energy, but we have no idea what we're going to hear. And as soon as she's finished, we will then step in and try to fill the rest of the hour with some improv madness. So, but first, some real science from Dr. Peta Foster. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you stuff about fusion energy. There's the whole of the second row on plasma physicists. So, lasers, still know a lot about what I'm already saying. And when I moved from my previous job, that was with these guys who are lovely and not the reason I left. So, I'm like. So when I moved to fusion energy because I found it like really, really exciting. And is a massive plasma ball that's actually powered by this fusion energy. So these are atoms coming together and fusing, producing heavier atoms, and in that process giving out energy. Now we don't have this process on Earth in a power plant because it turns out it's really, really difficult to do. But there's sufficient motivation for doing it, or at least trying to do it, which me and numerous other people are trying to do, because it's a wonderful, abundant, clean energy source. So the byproducts are not like long life, traditional nuclear isotopes like you would get with like a fission power plant. They're actually, the byproduct is helium. No one minds like a tiny bit of helium generated. And it's clean and it comes from water, it's abundant. So if you have like a 5-minute shower in the morning, there's actually enough fusion fuel in that water that's just run all over you to actually power your entire life. And that's assuming you live for like 120 years, which is like optimistic. So you might be thinking, okay, well, how does this fusion work? How do we make this thing happen? So because I couldn't have a PowerPoint, which is my normal medium as a physicist, I've printed them out on a piece of paper. So here we have what is the fusion reaction that we would do when we do it on Earth. What?
Someone needs to hold it.
Great. Okay, so in water, most people will know is H2O. Okay. Most people will know it's H2O, so you've got 2 hydrogens and an oxygen. And we can split those apart and just extract out the hydrogen. Now, roughly 1 in every 6,500 hydrogen atoms is actually slightly heavier, and that's called deuterium. So that's what this one is. So this is a slightly heavier form of hydrogen. A regular hydrogen would just be the red ball here, which is just a single proton. But now we're adding a neutron to it, and that makes deuterium. If you get an even heavier form of hydrogen, that's called tritium, and that's this one here. So we've got sort of 2 here, and we've got 3 here. These are heavier forms of hydrogen. Tritium is very, very rare. Deuterium, very, very common. So we get these 2 together. Now what we have to do is actually smash them into each other. If we can do that with enough energy, we get them to fuse. As soon as they get close enough, something called the strong force actually gets them to latch on. And they form helium, and they give out a neutron, and this neutron has tons of energy. So all we need to do, it's pretty hard, but anyway, all we need to do is cover like the chamber we're doing this in some sort of lithium blanket, flowing lithium blanket, and then this neutron will land in the lithium, it will get absorbed, it will heat up, it will actually generate a little bit of tritium, which is helpful because we can stick that back in at the beginning. And then it heats up, and on the back end of this power plant, it's the same as the back end of any other power plant. So basically, it will heat water, the water turns into steam, the steam expands, turns a turbine, which generates electricity, same as if it was coal or gas or anything else. So, the benefit of this, though, the real key benefit, is if you compare the actual energy output of this amount. So, if you say, think about like coal, and you take a very small amount, so you take, say, 12 grams of coal, that makes like a mole. The mole is just a specific way of saying a certain amount of atoms of an element. So you take a mole, 12 grams of carbon, and you compare the energy out to the energy you would get from a mole, or in this case 5 grams of deuterium fuel. And in the case of carbon, you would get out about 1 million joules, just under 1 million joules from that small amount of carbon. In this case, you would get out 1 million joules. So deuterium fuel is 1 million times more energy giving and energy releasing compared to traditional fossil fuels. Plus, it doesn't give out nasty CO2, which is currently polluting our atmosphere and giving sort of greenhouse gases. It's not going to run out like our fossil fuels are by something like 2080. It's sort of optimistic timescales.
Fake news.
Yeah, it could like solve a lot of our problems. So the reason why we haven't done it yet, even though it's awesome, is that it turns out it's like really, really hard. The reason it's really, really hard is that this is positively charged, and this is positively charged, and it's like trying to get like 2 X's together in the same space. They just won't do it. You have to like get them so energetic that they rush together and they have no option but to collide together. And so lots of different people are trying to do this in different ways. So there's actually this way. This is one of the ways. This is a tokamak. This is actually situated in a place called Cullen, and it's just south of Oxford. And what they do here is essentially they get the plasma fuel, so they get the deuterium and tritium, and they hold it with magnetic fields. So their method is hold it and heat it and get it so fast that when it does go on a collision course, it hasn't got time to get out of the way. So they hold it and they heat it and heat it and heat it, and they get this plasma sustained. And in this country, we've managed to, I think they've got something like 18 megawatts out. Unfortunately, they had to put 25 megawatts in to do it. So what they're doing is they're doing generation 2, which is in France, and it's called ITER. And it's this huge, huge version of this. And it's being built at the moment. They've got the concrete foundations. And they should have the first plasma in there in 2025. And hopefully the first fusion plasma in 2035, something like that. And that should take in 50 megawatts and give out 500 megawatts. So that is much more, of a sort of machine that we would like. Then the Americans are also trying their route.
USA. Just me, that's fine.
So this is the American route. So the American route, they don't do anything for halves. I'm used to working with 2 different lasers. They have 192 laser beams in a facility called the National Ignition Facility. And what they do is they split those laser beams into 2 bunches. They make them into ultraviolet laser beams, the kind of thing you would get a horrible skin burn from. But anyway, then they focus them down into a teeny tiny gold can. And this is blown up a lot. You have to imagine like a multivitamin tablet or something like that with 2 holes in the ends. They shine the laser beams through. They hit the inside of this gold can, and they heat the inside of the gold can up to such high temperatures that it starts emitting X-rays, abundantly emitting X-rays. These X-rays bathe this fuel ball in the center, so this is where our deuterium and tritium is. They bathe it in X-rays, and this starts ballistically compressing it. And they compress this down to something like, I think it's 300 billion atmospheres, sort of compression, at which point they can actually start to get fusion. Now they're struggling a bit because this is hard. It's called plasma instabilities that are sort of fighting against. But a cool thing that I'm really pleased about is that in the UK and in America and in other places are actually starting to get venture capitalist money. They're actually starting to get investors saying, yes, this is the way forward, this is clean, this is sustainable. We need to actually put money in and make this happen. So you're getting these small companies starting up with new ideas, broadening the idea base. So it's not just the big countries and the big multi-countries doing this stuff. I was going to tell you something about the work that I'm doing, but because it's commercially sensitive, it all basically got deleted from the talk. So that basically is the end of my talk, and I would just hope that it gives you a flavour of optimism for something that could come in the future.
I think we've not heard any of this before, and we're going to run through to about 10 past 10 with, inspired by Peta's information and a talk, something you've never seen before. So over to the truth. Thanks, Schro.
Really, really good, but it's really, really difficult, and it's really, really wonderful. It's just.
Thank you.
Do you like my gold coin?
I love it.
Yay!
I don't like you. Get away.
Why don't you like me? I've given you all those jewels.
You're positive.
Positive? Don't you like
You're too positive. What are you? You're so negative to me.
Just trying to bulk up. I'm just trying to be as strong as hydrogen.
Do you know what's going to help you?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but you should tell me.
I'm gonna tell you what's going to help you.
You go right ahead and tell me. I can't wait.
Just keep having that hydrogen. There we go.
I've been doing it all wrong the whole time.
Marty! You gotta come back with me!
I don't really feel comfortable bonding with you anymore.
Babe, look, you've had a hard day, right? I'm gonna give you a cup of tea going to give you this, and I'm just going to take this lithium blanket. And I'm going to wrap it around you, my
I
darling.
feel so loved.
Why were you invited?
Why not? This is my party.
Terry, we're divorced. 2 exes should not be here together.
Simon.
My God.
Oh my God, I feel dizzy. You make the world spin.
Right round, baby.
Oh. Like the sun.
Yeah.
That big
Ball of fusion,
ball.
yeah, I can be a big ball of fusion. for
Oh
you.
my God.
Charles, you got to get off the cocaine, right? Yeah. Just have a little bit of helium. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of helium. That's all you need.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I want a balloon. Can you?
You only have one new one. Oh, don't bust, don't. We don't have enough energy. We don't have enough energy. No. Ah!
I just really like that one. Can we go back? Yeah. Watch them just bang at each other.
I love you this much.
I am shocked. I'm flabbergasted.
I know.
There's so many things bursting out of my heart that I would love to say to you right now, but they don't fit in this much.
But I love you by a million.
That's a lot of zeros. I'm gonna need. Could you spell it? Could you count the zeros for me?
A million.
Apparently the Americans are doing something.
They're doing what?
Well, apparently, you know how they like to do things really big?
Yes.
And you know how we have 2 lasers?
Yes.
They've got 192.
No, 190 isn't enough. We need more lasers.
We need to develop more.
Yes.
Double it.
What if we add 2 more lasers? That's
Just
one
2.
more on each side. And that's the magic number.
Yeah.
That's just the right
Will it
amount.
work though? Will that be enough?
Who knows? We're American.
We need more.
Apparently, the English have got like this, it's like a ball, and I think we can make it bigger and better, and use like less energy, but maybe more.
All right, guys, I like what you're putting out there, but I gotta say, I've always put my money in things like gold. And
Oh, this is going to be the goal of the future. This will be the way that all the energy you could want, and energy is money.
all right, I'll listen. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I just don't know if I still want to hold it.
In fact, we probably recommend that you don't hold it. You just need to give us the money, and we'll give you energy.
Please, what do you have to say about that? I thought the same thing.
So the French are doing something and the Americans are doing something, but here in Canada, I think we should let them do it.
Well, I've done that. I've made more Putin. What are you talking about?
Hey, are you guys ready to go to science college?
Oh my God, a Canadian. Fuck.
So we've had a few setbacks, and unfortunately, you know, we spent the money. We had to buy a gold can.
I like gold.
Sorry?
I like gold. Tell me what the problem is.
Well, we bombarded it with lasers. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was absolutely beautiful. Just fireworks everywhere.
Just all of us.
But the plasma ball wasn't meant to just go everywhere. We're kind of starting again.
Are you telling? I'm sorry, but there's a whole lot of jibber jabbering, and I'm not sure. Do you need more money?
Yes.
Have to consult Cletus.
Action.
Okay, I've got a plan. So, I think instead of lasers, we use this. The disco ball. And we fire one laser, and I've seen this in films. Like 500 come out. And that pretty much beats the American.
Good God, man, you've done it again!
Okay, don't slow down. So what?
Good God, man, you've done it again.
So what?
Good God, man,
Oh, okay.
you've done it again.
I have, I'm a genius.
Yes.
I've got a degree.
Have you?
Yeah, I have got a degree. So basically, we'll put the ball, oh, light, oh, there we go, we'll put the ball there. And as you can see, it shines off and more light comes and we'll get energy.
Yeah. Right now, I've got this idea. I want to mix the substance, you know.
Oh, deuterium. But you need tritium first, and tritium is very rare.
But can't you eat that?
Yes, it would be very heavy.
But it would be very nice.
I think, you know, it kind of doesn't sit so well in the digestion.
Something that mixes with Marmite.
Oh, Marmite, come on, man.
Make it edible.
Yeah. So, Marmite.
Yes, we want to make it actually edible, something really nice to eat.
So we'll sell plasma
Infuse
Marmite toast
That is an idea.
on lithium plates.
Okay, with a bit of meat. Red meat. You want red meat?
Now, what's this I'm hearing about plasma Marmite toast? 'Cause I heard that there's some serious money to be made.
Okay, basically, look, everyone that enters our co-working space just needs some cappuccino, just calm down, okay?
Cletus, we're talking.
I told you I will give you your, oh, fine. Okay, look, we're just so glad that you're here, okay? And like, this isn't the best space, right? I know, like, there's loads of other, like, startups just working here, you know, 21st century millennials, it's really difficult, but this is really important. So, if I could just, like, show you some stuff.
If I could get somebody to hold that, that'd be great. Thank you.
So basically, the Marmite will be the central point.
But I'm thinking red meat. I like my red meat. Like I like my cans of Budweiser. Red.
Red meat, that's like not really going with the whole energy thing, but alright, well listen, maybe we can compromise on some aspects.
Right, okay. So, I've had another plan.
Oh, good.
So, the French are making a big ball.
Yes.
The Americans got lasers.
Yes, lasers.
Yeah, the Canadians aren't doing anything. Yeah. So I thought we could invade somewhere.
Invade somewhere?
With a flag.
Invade somewhere with a flag?
Well, like, because we used to do that, we used to get all their resources and then strip their land, then we'd be rich. I read up on history.
I'm particularly quite good at the game Risk.
Oh, right.
Well.
I played Doctor Who Risk the other day. It was very nice, apart from when the Doctor came with his TARDIS. It wasn't a very nice thing. She can't attack with the TARDIS.
I could be the Doctor.
You could be my Doctor.
Marmite toast. It's self-toasting.
Does it come with beans and cheese?
No, but we do have a meat option.
Oh yeah, okay. What is the meat?
Mystery meat.
Mystery meat.
Yes,
I do like black bread. Do you have black bread?
it's whatever you want.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. And oh yes, and I saw the 50% discount as well. Why is it 50%? Is this just a trial?
No, not. Absolutely not. It's absolutely genuinely 50% off. Just pay us $1 million.
Million.
You expect me
Yeah,
to
normal-
have
normal-
million quid right now?
Normal price is $2 million. So we're doing a special offer. Just $1 million for this slice of self-toasting Marmite with an optional meat.
Oh right, okay. Self-toasting mine. So what will I get from it? I mean, is it going to make me, I don't know, wiser or something? Why is it a million?
Why don't you try some?
And I don't have to pay for it.
Just a song.
No, just a trial.
Just a song. Go ahead.
Cletus, I know this is new for us. It's not new for you, but I got
Okay,
news.
look, I bought some more slides for you.
Someone to hold the damn slides!
Okay.
Enough of you vegans around here to use some muscle.
Right, this is gonna be amazing. I've got a whole team of people working on this. And we're so glad.
Grab yourself a chair. I'm sorry, bouncy ball.
We're just so glad
I'm glad you joined us.
I just gotta work this stuff out. Okay, so Marmite, maybe a bit of red meat, but basically it's all about the.
I'm thinking, let's forget the meat.
Okay.
You know, because I've been talking to these vegans over here, and vegetables are the shit.
Okay, good, well done. Okay, so how, this is a really difficult question now, okay, but, like, how much?
Shoot, be a straight shooter.
Okay, how much money? Okay, yeah. So if we
I need to confer with my business associate Cletus.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good. Oh, that's real bad. Cletus is pissed.
But Cletus, we could give you like all the Marmite you ever wanted to eat. And I could wrap you in a lithium blanket. And
Right, about last night. I know I was the Marmite monster. And you were embarrassed by my behaviour.
Was a bit embarrassing me.
I shouldn't have covered myself in Marmite. And waited like a praying mantis for you.
Should we go back to the laser thing?
Yeah, sure. Basically, apparently they're doing something with like lithium and Marmite and apparently that's really good.
Okay.
So I was thinking, maybe we could do it, but on a smaller scale.
Smaller scale.
So maybe like a jar and then a battery.
A battery. Like the one of the little tiny ones where you get
like
one spoon.
triple A.
No, I meant the Marmite.
Oh, sorry, yeah, the Marmite. The one you get in a travel pack, you can't get a spoon.
Yeah, just not in a spoon.
Yeah, and then a triple A. So I've got some spare.
Nice.
Right, let's do this.
There's a bit of Marmite left on you.
I can't believe you tasted me.
Oh, wasn't it amazing? You were our first test subject. This was very exciting. How do you feel? Do you feel strong? Do you have?
I remember when I was 5 years old.
That's not quite the effect we were after. We needed some special power to evolve, or
Grandma? Is that you?
Finally, you're developing into the child I knew you would.
What's going on? I've got multiple hands.
This is such a relief.
Yes. Yes. Can I fly as well? I would like to fly. Can I fly now?
We haven't got the budget.
Maybe another bite.
We need to now start distributing this throughout the world so that we can develop our youth army.
With Harry as well. Yes. Am I strong? Strong.
I mean, what I was thinking is if I get some of the cables and instead of using Marmite, use Vegemite.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we could rule the world.
Rule the world. Where are we from again?
We're from down under.
Down under.
But in an area where you don't know exactly where.
It could really almost be, right? We can call that, sure. Hang on a second. You want a shrimp?
Oh my god. I love a shrimp on the carpet.
Thank God for that. Do you like Kylie Minogue?
Do I?
I hope someone comes to sing in a second.
No, this is
I should be so lucky.
Right. We've perfected it. We finally got the gold can nuclear power laser system to work, right?
And basically, I've got some really important people for you to meet. Yeah, some like other people who are behind it, and they're so global. They're like from all over the world.
Oh yes. Just world citizens.
What are you talking about, the French?
Yeah,
I'm involved in no French.
From
I don't fuck with the French.
Okay. Well,
some
like just generally transatlantic.
Translate, what does that mean? Is that like a man and a woman in the ocean?
Down under.
I just gotta clarify because these kids these days be doing some weird shit. But I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
Anything for whatever you want.
But we're ready to start production now. We can put in 25 kilowatts of energy, and we'll get 50 out.
All right.
So we just kind of wanted to let you know. That's all.
All right. Well.
I've heard they are generating power.
Get to the chopper.
Unbelievable power.
Power. Too much power.
Right, you know what? I've got an idea.
Oh?
Yes. Why do we go for Vegemite or Marmite when we can go for sprouts? Just
devil's
crush
vegetables.
Crush the sprouts down.
You realize you are playing with the devil here.
Yes, that's what's exciting. Absolutely exciting.
This is
Because you don't know what to expect.
This is totally. We should not be trifling with such untested methods.
Why not? This is new technology for us.
It's a new method.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Jimmy!
Aye!
Jimmy!
Aye!
Where are you from, Jimmy? Jimmy, I thought you were Irish. I made you some Irish stew.
Hang on a second.
Jimmy!
Freedom!
Jimmy, do you want some stew?
I am Brew.
Stew. It's packed with vitamins.
Okay,
Hello there.
guys, hello. So this is our
This a what? You what?
This is Jimmy.
Aye.
And
Oh, hello there.
Trees. Nice to meet you.
Aye, nice horse.
Cletus.
And this is the trans-global guy.
Hello there. I bet you I guess where I'm from. I'm from all over.
I don't really know the Earth. Really. I have
You don't know the earth, we won't know island, will you?
Island! That's where we are!
Potatoes.
Potatoes!
You making energy from potatoes over there? Is this something I gotta be worried about?
I made a clock out of potato once. It was a science project. It was Jimmy's first skull body. No, I'm sorry, I'm drunk.
This chairs are they meant to do this? Are we?
Yeah, this is it. Like, this is the future, okay? And we've got it. We've got him on side. I'm so excited.
We just haven't told them yet, have we?
Right.
They'd never see it coming. So you know, once we start making all this energy,
Yeah.
everything's gonna be wonderful.
Right. Like, we might upgrade from this, like, this just co-working space.
Well,
with all the people, like all the people.
We don't need all the people, do we?
No.
We don't want all the people.
No.
We don't want most of the people.
Right. Like, look at all of them. Like,
Yeah.
we can get out. We can just, like, leave them. And, like, it's not your fault, guys, but we just, the future is...
We can hear you. You don't know this.
Hello. I have an idea.
Okay.
That's right.
Tell me your
My
idea.
idea is that we should fly far into space.
My God.
Yes.
You're
That
mad.
is.
Can
We shall
I?
find aliens.
Whoa. My God.
Oh, that is an alien. Hello. We are.
My God, I will fight him.
Yes. Oh, use your laser gun.
That's it. Oh.
It's not working.
My God, man.
We have.
He's dead.
Is that alien? He.
I will
She.
make sure he's a he or a she.
Yeah.
Give me 10 minutes.
Well, what do we do now? I mean, everyone's left.
Not everyone.
Yeah. We're still here.
Yeah.
Look, you know, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. No,
What? You alright, Jack?
Yeah. I'm just gonna. Oh, sorry. No, you want a more humane way? Okay.
Well, look, Jack.
Yeah.
I really want to do this.
Yeah. I should do it properly. Where's a battery?
Can I offer you some of my toast on lithium plate?
Oh, you know how to tempt me.
Oh shit! I don't have the reports.
Reports? You don't have the reports.
No, I don't have the expected reports. I am going to
Die.
maybe I should kill myself.
Definitely gonna
because,
die.
Oh my god. Yes.
Everyone's dying.
Oh my god.
It's
The radiation is just too strong. It's breaking. I'm not able to resolve the problem.
So you mean I'm dying too, dude?
I think so, yes. You are not going to live 120 years.
Yo, that's messed up, man.
I
That's
mean,
messed up.
You're
I didn't
aging really fast.
I didn't.
You're only 5 years old, aren't you?
How did that happen? That escalated quickly.
That's right. I mean, you are my colleague's son or daughter, I should say.
Well, it's a bit confusing when things move so quickly.
I know it's a radiation, but it's aging me as well.
Marmite. Kylie Minogue.
Cletus! Cletus, you've changed! I don't know that I can work with you anymore, Cletus, because you know what? Our relationship just isn't the same anymore. Well, you seem angry. you pull that, and you know how that makes me feel. Clay, just get out of here. I can't even look at you. You're distracting me from my real work. It's the radiation.
Okay, I've got one final idea. I think it'll work.
Go on.
Okay. I'm thinking
Yeah.
we gather everyone in a room.
Yeah.
All the greatest minds in the
All
world.
the greatest minds. So there's
Hitchcock.
Hitchcock.
There's Kylie.
Kylie Minogue.
But basically, we put them all in a room.
Yeah.
And then I put this hand grenade
Yeah.
in the centre. That's all I've got to say.
So, does anybody know why we've all been invited here? I mean, it's kind of a bit stuffy, and I can't.
I don't know.
I'm concerned.
I don't know why.
It's like, I mean, we're the good and the great of this world, right? We
That's
know everything.
Clay, just
Ooh, other characters I can't remember.
Try some of my spread. It's lovely.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. Nice to meet you.
Oh.
Hey guys, am I late for the science project?
There, you're just in time.
Oh, sorry, French one. Forgot about
So I thought I'd gather you all together to find a great plan, and then I would place this lovely hand grenade, and then I would pull the, I'm going to hold it first to pull the pin.
Please
Pull
stay
that-
with me.
I'll pull the pin, and then basically, it's got around a 10-second pin, so if I talk for more, oh shit, but,
Oh no!
joke,
Wait,
it was a dud, I'm sorry, it was a joke.
Oh, okay. Oh, that was so funny. That was kind of, yeah, not at all. Well, now that we're all here, we should kind of try and end world hunger, I guess.
End world hunger. How is that? How can we do that? Eat me.